We back. Hot Take Central.
Pop Smoke.
Shut up.
Jude.
Hey, the Rangers came back 3-1. Game 7 victory, like I predicted.
Jude broke me some news. And
Yeah,
I
so
think we just want to say this is probably some of the probably the biggest news of the decade. Like,
this is not going to be that. This is something stupid.
Like,
let's
should we
go.
build
This
it up
is
more?
something stupid. No, let's just go.
Like,
it's going to be
this
something
is like,
about the Giants being better than the
This
Dodgers.
is like
No, it's not. This is going to be stupid.
Cubs Game 7 victory.
Just go.
Like,
if you wear an NHL jersey to a Chipotle tonight, you get buy one get one free.
yes.
No, it was going to be something dumb.
No, it is. It's true.
That's still pretty stupid, though.
No.
Are you kidding me, buddy? 2 burritos?
Is it on a burrito? Like, could I just? Does it work like that?
Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Ready?
It's probably.
Because my mom
Heads up,
wants me
hockey
to.
fans and free food
Wants me
lovers.
to.
Chipotle is offering a special buy one get one promotion today to celebrate the Stanley Cup playoffs. If you wear your favorite hockey jersey, you'll enjoy a free entree when you purchase a second full-priced entree.
Wow.
Wait, you'll enjoy a free entree when you
Okay.
purchase a second.
This is credit the time.
So 3,
times
buy 2
used.
get 1 free.
Bro,
No,
that's
it's
like
a BOGO. Buy one get one. So you buy one.
you're getting 2 burritos for the price of $10, pretty much. That's pretty good.
I'd eat that.
Chipotle's a bunch of scam artists anyway, so
I know,
it's
yeah.
about time.
Double steak for $10.
Yeah. What's the why are we charging?
Have
Why
you
are we charging
noticed
for?
that Chipotle? I don't know if it's your guys' Chipotle's too, but my Chipotle started putting less chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Really?
All of them.
I don't even order chicken.
Yeah, who gets chicken, bro?
Ballers. Oh, can we give a shout out to that guest that came on who called that the Suns would lose if they lost that game?
He's coming back.
You said he was going to come today.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll be there.
I wave at them in the parking lot all the time.
That's wild, man.
I mean, it's like
I mean, he
That was-
called it. He called it.
that was catastrophic.
Sound effects to Liam right now. Boop, boop, boop. Yankees are the new best team in the MLB.
Always been. Always will be.
Jude, do you have an opinion on that take?
I think it's false.
Who do you think the best team is?
That's not even.
It just is the Dodgers. Like, it's just gonna be the Dodgers because
Even
they're
if
the
they have the
Dodgers.
3rd best record in the MLB.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
right, but-
they're the Dodgers.
Because look who they play.
The Yankees are the Yankees.
No. We don't even need to go into who they play.
The
It's
Phillies
just
are
because
not that bad of a team.
yeah, Phillies aren't bad. I don't think they're bad, but it's just they're the Dodgers. Like, it's just like the way it
Yankees are
is.
the Yankees.
I think it's the Mets.
Okay, I can agree with that. The Mets are the 2nd best team in my opinion. The Mets are definitely better than them.
You're just
Liam,
like
you're saying-
but the record says like it's just
You're
like
saying
it's just
it's
the way it
Dodgers
is.
because you're a Dodgers fan, bro.
I'm saying it's the Dodgers because we have a lineup
Because
of.
you have all-stars on your lineup, that
No,
doesn't
because-
mean you win games.
because
that
our-
doesn't mean you win games.
But it's
That
just
does not
the
mean
way
you win
it
games.
is. It's just like
you have all all-stars and you lost to
it's-
the Phillies 3 times.
any team, any day in baseball.
So then
It's just
Okay, but
God.
the 3 games in a row after losing a
Yeah, I
series to
agree.
the Pirates.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
It doesn't matter. They're the Dodgers. They'll always be the best shoot.
I mean, the Dodgers are still a lock for the playoffs and still should win the world. Like, it's just like the way it is. It's just like I'm not saying like,
No, it just hit a home run. How far did that go?
oh my gosh, how do
750 feet.
you already have one out?
I'm really bad. I was kind of listening to you guys talk.
Light work.
I used to play this in middle school on my iPad.
Same.
Now I play MLB The Show and destroy people.
What a grown man.
All right.
You should
And
play the
now
cricket
all
one.
his takes based off of MLB show performance.
Exactly,
No, not
I
even.
agree.
The Dodgers
I
are better
agree.
than the Yankees in the show.
Last
No, I
year,
agree.
Eli was a Yankees fan because of Miguel Andujar,
No, he's my favorite player.
and he got demoted to AAA.
I'm not a
Like,
Yankees
week
fan
1.
because of Miguel Andujar. He's just my favorite player on the Yankees.
He's not on the Yankees.
Yes, he is. He's in the Yankees franchise. Dynasty. He's a Yankee.
He's in their farm system, is what you're saying.
Oh, he's my favorite player on the Yankees organization.
Okay. Mine is Aaron Boone.
The coach.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees and Dodgers are always just contenders. They're always contenders and
Nope.
they're always top 10
Yankees
teams. I
have not
think.
been
What a
contenders
take.
the last couple of years. That is
I'm just
horrendous.
saying that. I'm just talking about like what we were saying earlier.
The two richest teams.
Dude, how do you do this?
Yeah, it's just like I'm just saying, like it's just how it is.
It's almost
just
like if you pay, you win.
yeah.
Where?
I mean, yeah, you pay the most money.
Oh,
one of the best players.
Stop. Oh my god,
1,178
1,178 feet.
Don't see Aaron Judge hitting those.
How do you feel about Justin
Justin
Turner, Liam?
Oh, can we talk about Kendrick?
I mean, I don't think he needs
It's
to.
horrible.
No, it's not.
It's not horrible. There's like
Sorry,
3
go
or
ahead.
4
Choose
hits. There's no hits.
Yeah, it doesn't make it
95 is
bad.
good.
That's not. Yeah, I don't think that's true either. But okay, Justin
Okay.
Turner. I don't think he's. Even if he doesn't play super well, I don't like. He's old and
Yeah, so
he's
if he
not
has
a
bad
necessity.
season, do you want to ditch him?
Can we talk about?
No, I wouldn't want to. But it's not like he needs to
I
do
feel like-
well.
okay,
What about
can I say
Bellinger?
something?
Bellinger, no.
The
If he has a bad
Dodgers-
season, you don't want to ditch him?
Can I say something?
I mean,
the Dodgers
No.
just don't seem like a family organization. Like they just
The
seem.
Yankees do. The Yankees. Are,
Did I say the Yankees did?
no.
I think you got to.
Who do you feel like is?
Yeah.
Like, what's a good?
I think the Giants are.
Yeah, I think it's
But
just,
it's also
It
like
just feels
you have to
the
walk.
Dodgers
There's a
don't
tighter
care
it's
about
big
their
market
players
teams and
that
small
much.
market teams. Yeah,
Well,
it's
the Giants
business.
are.
Giants are a small market team, I would say, right now.
It's San
They're medium.
Francisco.
They got Jock Peterson.
We're like the
I think-
fifth, like most money team,
They're not
You
the
play like a
Dodgers.
small market team. The way
Yeah.
you run the team is like a small market team.
but we're
I
not.
think most
The Mariners,
most Bay Area
and
teams are like
Cubs.
that.
Mariners and
Like the Niners,
Cubs.
too.
Cubs
Yeah,
are
I
not
saw
a small market team.
No, I'm just saying like family friendly.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
the Cubs
for
are-
sure.
Cubs,
I
Mariners.
mean, no, they traded
Padres?
Anthony Rizzo.
But what is it? I'm saying it's family friendly. I'm saying like
I'm saying, like,
ballpark atmosphere for kids.
That's
ball- that's so random,
That is
Noah.
not even close
He
to
said
what I'm saying.
he was
I'm
saying
We're just
saying-
talking about. We're
family
just talking about like.
I said like
like-
a family organization. They keep their vets, like the
Oh,
Cardinals.
okay.
Besides Paul Goldschmidt, they like
No, but when they
Cardinals
traded,
are not like
when
that.
they traded Rizzo and Baez and all them, they
That
like
wasn't-
they and Bryant, they asked where they wanted to go.
okay. Well,
So like
yeah,
I mean,
they
I think
needed to reset. Like it,
that makes sense. But,
I
like,
think the Dodgers also get a bad rep just because we're throwing millions of dollars at everyone.
I
Like,
think that is a perfectly good reason. People-
yeah, I agree. But I don't think that means. I don't think that. I think if you like went into it, they're probably not less of a like. I don't think the team as a whole is like less of a family than other teams.
Well, especially a lot of them have been together for a while now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like, a
lost
lot of
a
guys
lot
on
of
the
World
roster.
Series against the Astros. So maybe they've
Maybe they're cheaters.
I got all
come
of the
together.
first one wrong.
Astros just annoy me. Just.
I really don't
suck.
care anymore.
I mean, yeah, I don't really care that much, but like
They
well,
should
I
have
mean,
gotten more than the punishment that they
Yeah,
got.
it just
What was
annoys.
the punishment that they got?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Dusty Baker wasn't suspended. I don't think he should have. I mean, I don't know. Everyone just
He
should have been
wasn't the
suspended.
manager then.
Oh, he wasn't.
No.
Okay. Well, then their managed. Like it was just weird. None of the players got anything. Literally anything. I don't know. Just kind of sucks.
I don't think Altuve did anything.
Well,
I
was wearing
feel
the-
like you feel
he
like
was
you
wearing
don't
the
want
buzzer.
yeah, the buzzer.
That was never proven.
Okay, what about the when he hit the walk off and he said, "Don't rip off my shirt. My wife will be angry."
No, no,
He went in an interview and said, "My wife would be angry if they ripped off my shirt."
dude, he wasn't wearing a buzzer. That's
What does that even mean?
I'm just like a buzz.
Exactly.
It's like the
Never
same.
heard of
It's
that.
like I know I'd never heard of it before, but I mean
It's like one
makes sense.
That's
It's
not
like
the trash can.
it's like fastball. One curveball.
He like touches himself.
No, it's like
no,
it's
it's a
No,
buzzer
like
on his
buzzer.
chest. It's this. It's basically just the same
know how,
thing.
like-
it's like a vibrator.
It's the same thing with
Xbox
a.
controller, it vibrates once.
He knows what a vibration is.
Can't you just tell
It's-
if it's a fastball or a curveball?
What?
Well, yeah,
no,
but
but
it
they're
helps
telling
when it
him
knows what
before.
pitches
They're-
is coming.
Did you understand? Did you understand the scandal? Like,
yeah.
how are you Yankees fan and don't? You're not on this with me.
I thought they were hitting the trash cans.
No,
That too.
that was part of it,
That's what
but
I-
it was they had a camera fix on the signs
catcher.
they were giving. Yeah,
And then they buzzed like one for fastball.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But not every player had a buzzer. Altuve just had a buzzer. Or that's what people think because remember when he hit the walk off against you guys?
Realistic.
Eli, remember he hit the walk off against you guys, and
Yeah.
as he was coming to home plate, he was going like this,
Oh, and Aroldis Chapman like knew. He smiled after they hit like 2
Yeah.
or 3 home runs.
he was saying like, "Don't rip off my." And then in the post game interview, he said, "I didn't want them ripping off my shirt because my wife would be angry."
He also had like a tattoo that he didn't like. There was a lot that went into it. Like
Come on,
saying
on.
he was wearing a buzzer, like, that's super far-fetched.
Dude, there has to be other stuff that's gone into this.
Show it to me.
I couldn't tell you what it is. I just know that.
It's not worth having a takeover.
So why do you think that like there's just no way that he was wearing it? Like
Because there's no proof. I think it's dumb that he was
never-
the scapegoat for it.
no, it's not stupid.
I
They
like
cheated
those.
and won a World Series. Everyone should have gotten punished.
Wait, Jude, who do you think
Like,
was
it
doing it?
It was like Bregman and the other mugs. It wasn't Altuve.
Yeah, I like Altuve. I hope he didn't.
It wasn't.
I know I liked Altuve too, but then he just that kind of
Correa,
It doesn't-
Correa said Altuve never did it.
Did Correa do it?
that's just not
Yeah.
true. That's
Okay,
just
well,
not true.
Show me why.
Because the whole team was found of cheating. Like there's just
He
literally
just said some people didn't have a buzzer. So how are you going to say Altuve definitely
because
did?
all of them were banging on trash cans.
They all went together and.
No, I'm saying. But, what do you mean? Did you the trap? Okay, so how are you gonna go and like look at every clip
Correa
and like?
said Altuve told the team, "Don't bang on the trash cans while I'm batting."
I mean, so what I'm going to say is...
I mean, so then at that
believe
point it's just
Alex
your word
Bregman
against-
more than your take.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree too. But
So that's where I'm at.
But if Bregman says he didn't want banging on them banging on the trash cans, then it comes down to just being like
Bregman admitted
Bregman's
to it.
word. Yeah, I know, but it
So I think that
still
means
comes down.
Bregman's a valuable
I think
source
there was a
for
saying,
Alex.
if you're not cheating, you're
Yeah.
not trying. And that especially applies to baseball. So,
Yeah,
like,
but-
I feel like
But banging on trash cans, saying what pitch is coming, that's something else.
It's literally in your window.
I don't want to open my window.
all right. You guys hear Jair Alexander got signed?
Extended.
Yeah,
Extended?
he's now the highest paid corner in the NFL.
And it is,
Yeah, I think he is.
his stats are just like, was he worth $84 million
Yeah,
for 4 years?
I think he's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's
I
getting
think
paid $21 million a year.
do you think they could have found? Is there?
I think the only person that
There's no-
deserves a better contract that I can think of right now is Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Jalen Ramsey will get a better contract too. I don't know when his contract's up, but he'll get something massive.
Oh, did you guys see the things? I think Odell might go to Green Bay.
That makes sense.
There's like rumors about that.
So Jair Alexander only has 5 interceptions in his 5 years in the NFL.
Okay, but you can't. What about passes defended? You can't just
He
look at
has-
picks.
Okay, but here's the
43.
thing. Trayvon Diggs had like 20 interceptions last year. Who's better, Jair Alexander or Trayvon Diggs?
I don't know. I'm asking you guys.
Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander.
Okay. Okay. I'm fine with it.
You think?
Probably has a
Are you
lot.
serious, Owen?
I'm not even thinking.
How many targets does he have?
Think about my NHL.com/bracket
Shut up.
challenge.
How many targets
Think
does
about
he
my
have?
I
bracket
don't know.
challenge. Let's see what my percentage of picks.
We ready to talk about? Do you want Suns or Rangers? How about we end on a good note? So we end on
don't-
Rangers.
Sure.
We cool with that?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause I know Eli's just like
Oh, I've
so
said all
happy
I
right
need
now.
said in the past episodes. I mean, I'm just a genius.
I mean, shoot. I'm.
Suns catastrophic loss. I think I've said that.
I was impressed.
What happened?
They lost. They were
I know.
down.
That was horrible.
They were down,
They were down
54
by like
to 24 at halftime, and
They were down
the
what?
number one-
They were down by
54 to
40.
Oh my gosh! So both of you are talking
They
over
were
each
down
other.
54 to 24 at halftime,
Uh-huh.
and they were the number one seed with 64 wins in the regular season.
And they lost
That's a lot.
123
Who'd they-
to 90 in Game 7.
Suns did
They had 10 points in the second quarter.
123, 10 points in one quarter.
Yeah.
That's
So the Mavericks had 27 in the first, 30 in the second, 35 in the third, and 31 in the fourth. So they averaged pretty close to 30 points per quarter.
wow.
Sorry, it's 57 to
After the
27
first half, Luca had 27 and the Suns had 27.
I love Luca. The reporter was like, "Did you know you had the same points as the Suns after in the first half?" And he was like, "Yeah, I heard it."
Of course, he knew. So, where does
a
this put
joke.
Where does this put the bracket? Is it Mavericks versus
Warriors.
Warriors?
And then Celtics play the Heat. I think both series could go either way.
I want the Celtics. I like the Celtics.
So it's 1-2 in Heat and Celtics, and 3-4 in Warriors Mavs. So that's kind of interesting, right?
Celtics are up 1-2.
No,
that's
like
the
those are the
seeding. I hope the
seedings.
Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Do the Warriors play tomorrow? Or
Yeah,
tonight?
game 1. Oh no, they play Wednesday.
What about the Celtics? Do they play tonight?
No.
Wow. So game 1's at 5:30 p.m. Tomorrow with the Eastern Conference, and then Western Conference is Wednesday at 6 p.m.
East Celtics is a great.
I feel like that's
matchup.
yeah,
I
that's
think
just
the Celtics Warriors finals would be great.
Celtics, yeah,
Celtics Warriors, super entertaining.
or Celtics Mavs. The Heat. It would be big for South Beach just for the Heat to win. I think.
They
Big
lost
for
to
South
Phoenix a
Beach.
couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
or a
that's
couple
where the
years
Heat
ago.
is.
I know, but like, why is it big for South Beach? It's big for. I think it's just
Because
big
they
for any
lost to the
city.
Lakers last time
Oh, last year
in the bubble.
And they lost to the Sun.
So it's like I think this is just a really there's so much potential in this bracket right now that like it's and there's no Lakers, which is just fantastic. I think.
Yeah, all these teams were built, not bought. I
Yeah,
like that.
I agree. Tyler Hero, my guy,
Yeah,
he's gonna score.
I like Tyler
He
Hero.
will score because he does play. So yes, he will score.
He's gonna score.
Hot take, baby.
I think he'll probably score.
Wow.
You think he'll get a basket?
I think he might get one bucket.
You think he'll dribble?
Maybe.
Hey man, I think he might pass the ball.
No.
You know what? You think so? I'll take a over under on like 5 passes the whole series.
Taking over.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over on 5 passes.
Really?
Yeah. No, what do
Drew
you-
Brees might come back.
No, that was.
That's not gonna.
People were saying he was going to come back to the
do that so
Seahawks.
people would put his name back in the news.
People were saying he was going to come to the Seahawks, but I don't.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
Niner Nation.
Okay. Sportsbook Wire.
I want to talk about
Dallas
baseball.
and Boston.
You want to talk about what?
Baseball. Oh, did you
Baseball.
see the Reds? Or I don't know who they played.
The
But the Pirates didn't get a hit and won.
Dude,
That's
that's
just the
just
Reds,
so
bro.
bummy. Like
That's
that's
just the
so
Reds.
bummy.
That's great.
That's red activity though.
And it was because
Just like that
they
Cincinnati
walked,
blood.
dude. They walked the bases loaded, and then it was fielder's choice. It's just like that is so stupid. Like that's just so
How
bummy.
bad do you have to be Pittsburgh? Like, you lose to the Reds. You lose to the Reds
This guy.
with no hits,
Wait, I thought you were
and
a
then
Suns
you're.
fan.
I am. Imagine being a Pittsburgh fan. Like, you lose to the Reds, who had no hits and still beat you,
Look at
and
this
then
guy,
and then
Mr.
and then you're 2-time Cup champ, or like I don't even know how many times, but 2 years back to back, they lose. They choke a 3-1 series lead and lose in overtime in Game 7.
So we ready to talk some
Ready to
Suns
talk more
catastrophe?
Suns basketball? You're right. You're right about that. If they lose Game 6, they're losing Game 7.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're right.
Of course I was right. I was right.
He's always right.
Okay.
I like that.
Let's talk basketball.
We're ready.
First off, start with the first game of the night. I didn't watch it. Bucks Celtics. What happened? Give me a
I think
breakdown.
it was just. I didn't watch it either. I think the Celtics just.
Well, I know
Let
Jason
it go.
Tatum was in foul trouble. Come back on Thursday. Jason Tatum was in foul trouble, and then the Celtics just started shooting.
Oh,
really well.
Grant Wilson was unstoppable from the
Williams.
3-point
That
line.
dude was
Grant
hitting
Williams.
everything, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27 points. That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Is he a role player?
Yeah.
More so?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's averaging 7.8 points per game, and he dropped did I say 27?
Yeah.
That's big. That's how you win, Game 7s, right? Your whole team shows up to play.
That's what happened with the Suns. The team did not show up to play.
Chris Paul's hurt.
That should not matter. You should put your entire body on the line for
He's
the
like
game.
50.
Yeah, especially Game 7 too.
They just could not buy a shot in that first half.
How hurt? What happened to him? How's he hurt?
Right quad and hamstring injury.
Left hamstring, I think.
Said it
Left
after the
hamstring?
game.
Something like that.
Do some research.
Yeah, they would
Hypothetical.
just go down, dribble the ball, shoot, miss, just get scored on.
Quad injury. Just a quad injury. That's all it says.
I mean, that's just
Like I read something.
Pathetic.
Yeah,
I read something with that him and LeBron spend over $1 million on their body a year, and then
to be in the same category as LeBron and then cop out because you have a quad injury. I think that's poor sportsmanship.
I also think it shows it's a really bad look for the game.
Yeah,
Like, you don't really see people putting their whole body out on the line for
No,
the NBA
he
playoffs.
played through it, right? He didn't come out.
yeah, but it's like at the same time, you can tell he's not a Game 7 player. Same with D-Book, too, honestly. D-Book was pathetic. I have no words right now. I'm just sad.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in D-Book. Especially, being, you know how his, involvement with Kobe? I saw him doing, Kobe fadeaways, and he was just breaking them. And it low-key made me sad.
Wow. Emotional Eli.
Yeah.
Emotionally attached to the game. What else we got going on in the world of sports, guys?
I don't know.
we were talking a little bit of baseball and how the Reds somehow lost a game and they didn't give up any hits.
How did that happen? To be honest, how did that happen?
So they walked the bases loaded, and then it was a ground ball, and it was fielder's choice. So
so it's technically a no hitter.
yeah, so he got a hit, but it's the fielder chooses to go to first instead of home.
That's
just ridiculous.
And then the Phillies almost swept the Dodgers. That's pretty big.
Yeah,
that was.
Gavin Lux hit a walk-off.
I know he did. I love Gavin Lux.
I was watching it. It made me mad.
I think this is kind of a big thing, though, for just Dodger fans to know. The Dodgers aren't going to roll over.
Oh,
which I think is really kind of big. Now, no one ever said that when you're winning game after game, but after losing a couple to the same team and then going out there and finally winning one, and not just being like, "Oh, we'll get them next time." I think that's big.
I also think it means that it just shows the Dodgers are definitely beatable. We're still really flawed.
Speaking of beatable, did you see the Giants game?
Oh my
And then
god.
no.
Cards.
Yeah, 15-4 or something like that.
Yeah.
15-6.
Albert
15-6.
Pujols came into pitch. That was pretty cool.
Pujols came into pitch and they went up.
To keep his hit.
They went down 1, 2, 3. Or no, they didn't. They didn't.
Longoria got a hit and he has to keep the ball.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
How are you going to go down 15-4? Then they put Pujols in and they still didn't do anything.
I mean, Pujols is kind of just dirty on the mound, you know. He's got some nasty stuff on him.
He definitely got the Johnny Cueto pivot. He goes and then hides it.
Of course,
I feel like that's a Pujols thing.
They can't be expected to do a ton when they're down 11, but still to get one hit against Pujols.
Yeah, it's
to
bad.
end the game is just
It's bad.
Come on,
I'm a fan of that.
I feel like that's so disrespectful.
what, putting Pujols in?
No, a position player.
Position player on the mound. No, that's not
I would feel disrespected.
I mean, you should feel disrespected if you're down
You're
by
losing
11
11 runs. I mean, it's. I don't think it's disrespectful because it's not like them saying if they're down 2 runs, then it's
They just don't want to
disrespectful.
waste their bullpen.
Yeah, but it's totally
it
reasonable.
makes sense. How do you lose? How do you give up 16 runs in a game?
It's just wild.
It's that's a joke. So I it's something seen way too it's something seen really really often, and it's at the point where it's it doesn't need to be disrespectful, but it's also
not
should be
disrespectful.
maybe your fans
I
want to
think
go
it's really
see a
good
real
for the
player
game.
pitch.
No, I think that's more entertaining.
Yeah,
I think a position player pitching is really good for the game of baseball.
But
It's so entertaining.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, but realistically, if we started seeing that a bunch, it would just be just
Yeah, and
annoying.
Not
no
every
one
position
actually
player
wants to see it.
is Brett Phillips or Albert Pujols who's funny on the mound, right? It's
I think Phillips is genuinely a good pitcher.
He
Really?
pitched in high school.
Yeah, Phillips
I'm
can.
pretty sure he got recruited for pitching.
yeah, but he was
Phillips-
throwing 70 miles. It wasn't.
Yeah, but but if you wanted,
They're also not throwing as hard as they
didn't
can.
yeah,
Talking
if
about
Phillips,
Brett Phillips, right?
the thing with Phillips too is if you wanted to, if you get a guy to swing and miss at a 55 mile per hour fastball, and you go back with a 70 mile per hour curveball, nobody is hitting that. No one. Just because of the speed difference.
Yeah, but then
That's
they'll pick you
so
up.
difficult.
I feel
Also, I
they'll
think
pick
in
you
the
up pretty quick.
MLB,
Yeah, they will,
it might
but
be
it's
a lot
still-
harder to hit 50 out than 95.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
for
so
sure
much
it
harder.
is.
So much more muscle required.
You gotta have
But Rendon did it lefty.
Yeah.
Rendon is just that guy though.
what I like is like Javi Baez a couple years ago went up to the plate and bat left-handed against a position player.
That's what Rendon did too, and then he hit a home run. Yeah.
Okay, Rendon's just built different.
Okay, go on.
You gotta supply the whole crew.
Owen, you want to start off with the Rangers?
I mean, start off in what way? Like,
I don't even know.
how do we start off?
So many great ways you could start off.
I mean,
Down
just
3-1.
just kind of no quit New York mentality. You know, we came back from a 3-1 series deficit, and then they won Game 7 in overtime. I think Shesterkin played really well. I think
Very well.
Rangers power play played really well. I think Zibanejad had a game for himself, along with Game 6. So he's starting to heat up, which is good. I think as far as the back end goes, I think we're pretty solid there. I'd say the only thing that we would need to do to beat Carolina is win a game on the road, you know. To be realistic, I don't see anyone beating Carolina at their home rink, so because of how loud that fan base is. But, you know, I think if the Rangers can get either, like, one of the two in the first two games or maybe Game 5 or something, then it'll be super helpful for them. What do you think, Eli?
Honestly,
What are the Kings doing right now?
I think
They're
the
out.
Rangers got lucky last night.
They're out. Who'd they lose to?
In what way?
I think Pittsburgh just had an all-around better game, more possession time, more shots on goal. We got that shot off the skate and
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah,
the
but
third period.
That's not
I
lucky.
think.
That's not lucky. That's definitely really
Which one?
that where he kicks it up with his like.
Oh, no, that
kicks
was...
it with his skate and then.
No, there was another
He
goal
shot
like a
it and
minute
it bounced off
after.
a defender's
Oh,
skate
okay.
into the-
What about the dude that like kicked it with his
Yeah,
I think
like
that was,
bounced up,
I think
like kicks
that
it with his
goal-
skate?
I don't
I don't think that
the
should
Penguins
count
deserved it. I
The
think it was a
Penguins
high
did get
touch.
some controversial goals.
Penguins, yeah, they did. Their first goal barely went in the net. The second one should have been a high touch, and what was their third? Oh, their third one was good. It was like a backhand breakaway from Rodriguez, but yeah. I think Jari played pretty well, but just
Crosby
unfortunate
played
for
well,
him to
right?
see.
He was the
Crosby
best
played
on the
okay.
ice, but the Rangers
Yeah.
won, so Shesterkin got player of the game.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think it'll be interesting to see how they handle the atmosphere in Carolina in Game 1. And then as far as Western Conference goes, super excited for the Battle of Alberta. Edmonton Oilers versus Calgary Flames. Super heated game every time they play against each other, and that game could easily go to 7.
Oh, so close. Give me one.
That series could easily go to 7 games, and it would be awesome to watch.
I got one stat for you from one of the greatest names in all professional sports, Igor Shesterkin.
Shesterkin? Yeah.
92.9 save percentage.
Yeah. He definitely wins the Vezina this year. I
That's
think that's
built
no
different
doubt.
activity.
He had a really good game.
It's great. He also had a really. You also see that pass in Game 6. Yeah,
39 saves
He hit
against the
Zibanejad
Penguins.
on like a stretch pass from the goal line to the opposite blue line, and then they ended up scoring on that. It was an unreal play.
Yeah,
Just
Shesterkin.
like not only his presence in the net as a goaltender, but also like him like being able to have a stick that he can use pretty well.
I heard the in between period like announcers saying that he has an unorthodox playing style and it kind of gets in the head of people shooting, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But also, like I said earlier, the Penguins just had a lot more possession time and shots on goal, so Shesterkin really made a difference.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how, like, if the Rangers go down 2-0 or split the series, how they'll kind of approach the home games, because they're going to really need games 3 and 4 if they go down 2-0 in Carolina.
I mean, I think it was. Are you saying which one of those is a must-win? Game 1 or Game 2?
Game 2. Honestly, either of them would be great. Game 1 would be a great
If we
win.
could take both of them, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But you have to be kind of realistic, Eli. Like, they're not going to win both games in
Yeah.
Carolina.
So, What is your prediction for Game 1 and Game 2, score-wise?
I think Carolina will kind of get Game 1 and have their way. I think Rangers will definitely respond in Game 2, but it's kind of a mystery of who will win that game. I think in order for the Rangers to win this next series, they're gonna need Shesterkin to play out of his mind, and their power play needs to be really well. I think Kreider needs to have a little more presence. I think he played really well in Game 7, had a goal, obviously, but he just needs a little more presence in the front of the net for their next power play.
I like it.
Yeah.
We got
Is there any big NFL news?
Besides my man Jair.
You guys want
making money?
Can we mention NCAA lacrosse, the tournament?
The NLL?
Oh, yeah. No. NCAA lacrosse. So
start us off with the scores of Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so this is what happened. So there's like unranked teams that come into the tournament. They only rank 8 teams in the tournament, and then there's like 4 other teams that just go in as like kind of just unranked. So
8 other teams.
8 other teams? You could be right. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, you're right.
There's this weekend. Next weekend's the quarterfinal, and then the following weekend, Memorial Day weekend, it's a semifinal on Saturday with the championship on Monday.
So first round, Delaware beat Robert Morris. I can't remember. I don't know what the score to that was. So they go into Delaware versus Georgetown, second round, right? Georgetown's number 2 seed. Delaware is like one of our 8 unranked teams. Delaware won that game 10-9 and knocked out the number 2 seed in the tournament.
That was an unreal game. I also wanted.
Who was the number 2 seed?
Richmond also
Georgetown.
played a huge fight against Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
great game. And then I think Maryland obviously walked away with that game.
Yeah,
pretty easily. No surprise there. Cornell, I think, won that game too. That was pretty expected, and I think same goes for Rutgers.
Yeah. Richmond, also an unranked team, almost beat Penn. Went into overtime, and it was just might be able to show the goal, but it was a really good goal. Just like
he kind of went through everyone.
Yeah, it was a good feed to a goal, but I don't know. That was a crazy game. I really wanted Richmond to win that.
That Delaware goal was really good.
Yeah, just bunch it.
Yeah, so I think in my bracket I have Maryland beating Pennsylvania in the championship.
Maryland
but I had Georgetown.
My aunt went to Maryland.
But I have Georgetown going to the semifinals, so that kind of sucks for me.
Maryland isn't even comparable to any professional sports team. Like, Maryland is just...
They're the Alabama.
No, they're not.
Why?
Because they're just levels better than it. Like, Alabama still gets... Like, people still compete with Alabama. But, like, Maryland is just, like, it's a joke.
Who?
Auburn?
It is.
But people can... I mean, you saw Virginia beat them last year.
I don't think Auburn competes with Alabama. I don't think Auburn competes with Alabama.
Maryland in, like...
Have they, like, always been good?
Yeah.
I thought there was a stretch of time where they were not very good.
No, they've just always been good. Maryland, in one of the first few weeks of the season, it was, like, probably, like, 4th or 5th week, so Maryland was ranked number 1, Virginia was number 2, and they beat Virginia, like, 20-11 that game. Like, it's just nuts. They're just so much better than everyone. I don't know, but also it's like
you said
who do you think's going to win, Virginia and Maryland? Because Virginia also beat Brown.
Maryland wins it. I mean,
unless do you think they run away with it in the first half as early as they can, or do you think
here's what happens?
Virginia actually
this is what I think. It's either they just run away with it and they just win the game uncontested, basically, or it comes down to the wire and it's very, very close. Like, there's no, like, in between. I think it's just they either win by a landslide or it's super, super close.
Yeah.
Why is it that?
Because, like, something bad just happened, and then he's just, like starts crying, and then it just cuts right away from it.
The selection committee for NCAA lacrosse tournament was horrible this year, though.
It was terrible. I think they should have
such bad picks.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame should have been there.
Notre Dame in instead of St. Joseph's, and they should have put
Notre Dame
in Duke instead of Vermont.
Yeah, I agree. Notre Dame should have been there. Duke should definitely be there. And
Jackson State.
What?
Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville. I would.
No, you got
I mean,
Maryland and Duke first.
Yeah.
Actually,
The thing about Jacksonville is like people
Maryland,
like Maryland. Yes. Yeah. I think, but the thing about Jacksonville is that they were good, but like part of that was the fact that people just wanted to see them win because they were fun.
Were they playing lesser teams?
No, they beat Duke.
I mean,
that was kind of what kickstarted their whole like.
Is Duke the best team they played?
Yes,
maybe.
it was. They put Richmond. I mean,
is Duke in the tournament?
no, they weren't.
No.
Duke wasn't in. Notre Dame won the ACC and was not selected for the tournament. It was just like, it was horrible. I'm gonna look up what, because I know Richmond played, Jacksonville played
They
Richmond
played
twice.
A decent schedule.
We gotta try it.
Have all the first round games been played?
yes,
Okay.
some round ones too.
Did
Yeah.
Princeton beat Boston University?
By the way,
Yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure.
isn't this kind of cool? If we were gonna play with ball, this is what we would do.
Okay, so I'll run you through what Jacksonville did.
I'm gonna do that this weekend.
Jacksonville lost to
Not
Johns
all the
Hopkins.
games have been. Wait, have they?
This is
Yeah, all the games
down here, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then when you hit it, you can just draw in where the ball goes.
Here, Eli, I'll run you through what.
It's like
Is that your
sync.
out?
No, this was in top.
Eli.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville
Cool.
lost to Johns Hopkins. This is from the first week. Lost to Johns Hopkins by 3, beat Duke by 2, and that game was honestly not that big of a contest. Duke just scored 4 in like the last 3 minutes or something. Beat Mercer by 9, beat Marquette by 4, beat Denver by 2. Denver's very good. Beat Air Force, also really good. Lost to Utah by 6.
That was, I think, the worst loss they had.
Yeah, it was. It was not a very good game.
Yeah.
Beat They beat Bellarmine of Kentucky by 14. I'm just gonna skip to one that's significant. Okay, here we go. Richmond played Richmond. Richmond is in the tournament.
The Richmond Spiders.
The Richmond Spiders. Richmond is in the tournament. Then they beat Richmond the first time they played
What
them.
was the score?
13-11.
Okay.
I think they play them again.
Did they play them after they lost to Utah?
Okay, so they did. They did. In a tournament at the end of the year, they play Richmond again and lose 10-9.
Yeah, see.
Like that is not.
they win that
Pretty
game, they're
even.
in.
They're pretty even.
If they beat Richmond, then
I
think
agree,
they'll
but-
get put in.
Or Utah, right?
Yeah, I think if you win, I would say if they won that Utah game, then they're no, it's a 6-goal game. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know. If they won, then I guess they're in.
This year?
No, not really.
Not really. Duke was honestly not that great this year.
Duke was
good, but they weren't
This is a
great.
good play design.
They were a little bit lackluster this year.
Yeah. I think UNC also really failed a lot of people.
Put in.
Yeah, I agree.
Chris Gray played really
Okay,
well.
cool.
I think he might win the tour
I
time,
guess.
but
One
I'm not sure.
One up behind the cage.
Oh,
But-
guy?
Let's. I'm going to look at.
The guy?
what is that, Noah?
Yeah.
This is my play design that Eli's telling me to make. So this is how these teams are going to win, okay? They're going to go like this.
Is this a lacrosse play you're drawing up?
This is a play. I don't really know what I'm
And
doing.
then this guy's gonna cut up here, gonna pass. Right.
Oh, we can press play? Oh, we can...
Okay, here. And
Animate it.
let's
Oh
run
my
through.
God.
I'm going to run
Let's
through.
Let's
gonna
run
run
through quarterfinal matchups.
I just want to go through Notre Dame's really quick. Detroit Mercy beat them. Okay, so Georgetown, they lost by 5 goals.
That's bad.
Doesn't
They
work.
had a
It wasn't
horrible
really.
start. They
Yeah,
were
it was not a good
0-4,
game.
0-6.
But played Maryland and they lost by 2. They put up the biggest fight that Maryland had the whole year. They were the only team that came that close. That's just crazy. Lost to Ohio State only by 3. Ohio State is normally really good. So lost to
Ohio
Virginia
State's
by
better.
4. Beat Syracuse by 15 goals. That's nuts. Beat Duke by 1. North Carolina by 7. Beat Syracuse again by 7. Beat Duke again by 2.
That was a good game.
They went on a big streak at the end of the year. Yeah, 6-game win streak. It's just stupid that
Yeah. So
they're
then
not selected.
predictions for round 2. First, we'll start off Maryland against Virginia.
Maryland.
Maryland
It
wins
just
that.
yeah.
Virginia could win it. They could.
I don't think they could.
They're probably not going to.
probably
Princeton
start.
against Yale. I have Yale winning that game.
I would say I would go Yale too.
I like
Princeton,
that.
Yale,
kinda
yeah.
Princeton didn't really have a great finish to their season. They lost to Harvard. I think they lost to someone else too. Overall, it's not great. I got Penn beating Rutgers,
Yeah.
and then I had Cornell losing to Georgetown. So I had Georgetown.
Penn beating Rutgers.
Yeah.
And
I think
Rutgers
that'll be
won
a
that,
really
right? Wait.
close game.
I
Did
agree.
you make this like a March Madness bracket?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You want to share?
You just did.
Oh, yeah.
Tee.
I mean, like.
I turned your mic off.
Oh well, the bracket.
Yeah.
I don't think we can make picks anymore.
I can't really make it anymore because
Oh, I know. I was just going to like, send us your picks.
yeah. So my picks after the quarterfinals is I have Maryland beating Yale in Hartford and going to the championship. I have Penn beating Georgetown.
Where's the championship?
Hartford.
Where's that?
There's a. It's. I like how
Are you going?
Middle of
Yeah, I'm
nowhere.
going.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like how lacrosse
Super
does it because they go. It's like a championship weekend, and they have quarterfinals and then finals,
That's
or
like a-
not
that's like
semifinals.
a lacrosse
Semifinals.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then,
it's cool.
and
It's
then
really cool
It's cool too because
because it's all in one weekend.
The Division 3 is the Sunday, so you could go to 2 games on Saturday, go to a game on Sunday, and then go to the championship on Monday.
Are you going to all of them?
I probably will. I think I'm definitely going Saturday and Monday. I might go Sunday. I think
That's
I'm going to go Sunday.
D3 was like is literally more, like has been more, was just like better than D1 the tournament this year. It just has been so far.
What
Like
are the D3 teams, or would we not know?
Let me look at the bracket.
Bowdoin
Yeah,
and
I have the
Tufts
bracket.
are
Oh.
top 2 teams.
Tufts is D3?
So the bracket
Yeah.
has it as this.
Tufts is nice.
I thought they would be D1.
No, Tufts is like that.
Tufts goes hard.
All right, team.
They tough pass. I'm sorry.
So there's two separate.
Nah, you missed.
There's
Turn off
two
the mic.
brackets. There's 2 brackets that are like both pretty big. So in the bottom bracket, it's not like bottom is worse or anything.
Oh, we gotta go.
So there's Tufts against Salisbury this weekend and Gettysburg versus Union. I think their tournament started a few weeks ago.
It did, yeah.
So those 2 play each other, and then so Tufts will probably end up beating Salisbury, getting their ticket to championship weekend. I don't know about Union against Gettysburg.
What about Bowdoin? What's Bowdoin's path?
And then Bowdoin has to play RIT this weekend.
RIT is pretty good.
Yeah, so I think Bowdoin will get that. And then if Bowdoin and Tufts both win, they play each other in the semifinals. And then there's
Oh, they play each other in the
they would
semis.
play each other in the semis.
Oh, that's kind of that's actually. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but that's kind of annoying though because I think everyone wants to see Tufts Bowdoin in the
Yeah.
championship.
Wait, who would they play each other?
Denison.
Doesn't everyone want to see Maryland and Virginia?
No, this
No,
is D3.
no.
We're talking about D3
Yeah, but like Maryland and Virginia will play in this semifinals. Or they'll play in this round.
for D1.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I can't remember what that looks like.
No, you're gonna close it out.
You ready to close it out?
I don't think anyone really.
Thank you for listening to Hot Take Central.
Yeah,